The number one mistake that's holding you back from making more gains in the gym is not training hard enough. It's as simple as that. You're not training hard enough. If you want to make the most gains possible, listen to the entire video. Now, I'm not saying strain and fucking have your face purple after every single set and just be fatigued all workout session. No, I mean actually just go until failure or one rep in reserve and leaving it at that. I don't like, drop sets and rest pause sets or gimmicks like that. People, do them. They might have their place, especially if you're, in a rush. When you're in a rush, I do recommend supersetting. I fully agree with supersetting. Other than the time rush thing, you shouldn't be doing any of that garbage because it's just adding extra fatigue, dropping the weight so light for a drop set. Your shit's already fatigued and tired from the real set. Why do you need to just hammer it more because you think it's going to add more muscle? It's just going to add fatigue. And it's so light, because it's a drop set, you're lowering the weight so much. What is it really going to do? It's just wasting time. So, I recommend doing 2 quality sets versus 4 half-ass sets. You might think volume means more intensity. I don't fucking think so. Because you can do all the volume you want. But if you're not pushing and you're just stopping then how are you going to really get the muscle stimulus? How are you going to tear the muscle fibers enough to grow when you recover at home? So, this is why I preach 2 sets. If you do 3 or more, 3 is fine. But if you do more than 3, you start dreading these, workouts because it's like, in your head, I got 4 sets to do this, and then you just kind of you're checked out already. You never want to be checked out. You're checked out because you have so many sets to do. But if you know in your head, I only have 2 sets, let's make it count. Now you've adopted that intensity mindset. And now with the 2 sets, now you're going to be going for quality. And guess what? After these 2 sets, you're going to be feeling something. And then you're going to realize, damn, I don't actually need to do any more. So then you save time. Now you go into the next machine or whatever in your workout. And you're on that 2 sets. And then you start realizing that workouts go by way quicker. And because of that, maybe this will change your split. Because a lot of people's split kind of revolves around the exercises and the time management and stuff like that. I remember that, I didn't like upper days because, I would think it'd take too long because you're training the whole upper body. You need to do 3 sets of this, 3 sets of that, rear delts, pec flies, chest presses, shoulder presses, lat pull down, rows, biceps. But if you do 2 sets, that'll save a lot of time for each exercise, right? I'll save you 10, 15, 20 minutes if you only do 2 sets instead of 3 sets. And the other thing is if you incorporate supersets throughout the whole workout, right? Especially with the biceps and tries and even the rows and chest press or something like that, you can save even more time. And now you're thinking, damn, these workouts aren't long anymore. I can start doing upper days. And now you're doing an you're doing more in a single workout, and you're able to do that more often because now instead of doing a push and pull and taking up 2 days, now you can just combine that into 1 day. And that way you can do upper more frequently. You can do upper for 3 times a week instead of doing push-pull twice a week, because it takes up more days. So if you can just squeeze everything into one workout optimally and up the frequency a bit, you'll actually get more gains. Because you want to do them, because the main goal is you want to get the most bang for your buck. You want to get the most gains while spending the least amount of time in the gym. That's the best ROI, return on investment, because that way you don't waste as much time doing it and you have more time for other things. And the other thing is you'll get more gains. So it's literally a win-win situation. Who does not want that? And I don't mean to point toward you girl lifters, but you're the biggest threat with this because you know that men are more stronger than women, naturally, right? Our broad build and the way we're built. So we tend to go more to failure. But women, on the other hand, you see a lot of them, they're just, especially the ones with BBLs, right? They don't really think they need to train them. They just go in there to act like they're trained to BBL, but it's just a fake BBL. They do let's say they do lightweight on hip thrusts and they're going through all these reps fast and then they just stop. It's like, man, I know you're a girl and all, but if you really want gains, especially as a girl lifter, because you have less testosterone and everything, you need to basically go until you can't no more. I mean, the girls that actually have real natural bodies that are really muscular and stuff, if you pay attention to training, they're actually going until failure, just like a man would. They're actually doing the right thing. But all these skinny girls that want to tone the muscles, right, which ain't even a fucking thing. It's just a gimmick, a marketing tactic, right? Just doing the wrong thing by just not going until failure. They're another culprit of the problem. They are like us in a lot of ways. A lot of us don't like pain. We chase comfort. But as a society as a whole, we shouldn't be chasing comfort. We should be chasing the hard stuff because that's what makes us grow, right? That's why so many people skip out on leg days. The women love leg days because, why? And men love their upper days because of the whole arms and shit. But, if you're a man, please do the lower body. And if you're a woman, I recommend you do upper body too, because why not? I mean, it'll make your body look better overall. I mean, you'll be more proportional. But hey, if you don't want to do it, that's your that's up to you. So yes, moral of the story: you guys don't train like pussies. Please go until you can't no more. 'Cause that's what's going to really help you grow. 2 sets, no sloppy 3 or 4 or 5 sets. You know, I've seen guys on the bench 5 fucking sets. They still follow that 5x5 strong man fucking program. And it's good maybe in the beginning because it's like 5 sets of a squat bench deadlift, and you get to practice those a lot because you're doing 5 sets of each, and you're only going 3 times a week doing those like 3, 4 compounds. So you're really nailing those. But then you got to graduate from that after a while. You can't just keep doing that. You'll build nice foundational strength in the beginning. You know, take advantage of your new gains quite a bit. But then you got to graduate from that. You got to start putting in some isolations. You got to start having a whole routine going, because then after you get to a certain point, those lifts, they might get boring. You might be plateauing more. So you got to add some more shit, you know? You got to be a gym rat. You got to be fucking going, man. So there it is. I think that these are the ways that you can optimize your training, and the mistake you need to avoid if you want fucking gains. Please like and subscribe for no horseshit ass backwards fitness content. Level up in real life, not the video game. Now get after it.